And when I finished the concert, I started to like collect the cables. And the DJ was like, what are you doing? You need to get off stage. And I'm like, oh, I just wanted to be useful. And he's like, you need to get off stage.
A veces pienso, si una foto fuera más que un recuerdo, como una puerta que se puede abrir, entrar por un abrazo y salir, tal vez así.
No, before going on stage, it's always twerking because I need to like hype myself up and I need to get the energy right. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't because we're traveling a lot. I came from France. Yesterday I was in France and the day before I was in Milan. So this is the third show in a row and I got here directly, did the sound check, put some makeup on, put on like my suit and then I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And I usually stretch, listen to some music to put up the energy. Yeah, so it depends on the moods sometimes. More twerking because when you cry, it's hard to sing after that. I prefer, obviously it's good like for the voice as well to arrive the day before. That would be amazing. Sometimes it's not possible, but it's cool. Like you just do your sound check and then you go back, chill a little bit. I like to just stretch and like be by myself for like a few minutes to, recollect all the ideas and focus on what you're gonna do. Usually have Palo Santo. I like to do it in my... Palo Santo is like this wood that you can just burn and it has like a sort of a smoke. People use it to clean the energy and just like you have like a different smell in the room and I feel like I like it a lot and it reminds me of home, of Dominican Republic, so I always have it with me. That and sometimes I bring vicks vaporub because Dominicans love vicks vaporub. Like I grew up like that. Every time I'm like, oh man, I can't breathe, sore throat or you coughing, my mom is like, oh, just put a little bit of vicks vaporub. So it's like my comfort thing,
Nena, los angelitos te mando, le pido al cielo, le pido.
It is. The cool thing about festivals is that first of all, you're going to sing for an audience that's there for also other artists. So it's cool because you go to a festival and you find out about artists, There's a lot of people that found out about my music today, which is good and crazy. And I'm gonna go later to go see some shows as well because some artists are new to me and some are like, oh, I'm a fan and I love their music, and it's definitely like the point where you can just like get to meet other artists and maybe from there some collabs, will start. Yeah, well, for me it is because I'm not that known. I can just go and like, hey, have fun. But it's possible for every artist because festivals usually have like safe areas where you can go and enjoy music. And that's the cool thing about festivals. Like everything is about the music. And if it matches your timing and like interviews and like greets and meets, then meet and greets, then it works, yeah. But it happened that I got to see Erykah Badu in Austin City Limits. I love her style, love her music, and I could never go because every time I was working or I was like doing something and I was like on the other side of the world, and that day she was playing, so I stayed and I went to see her concert, and it was one of those that was on my list, for life. It's so hard. It's so hard. I think I miss them all the time, so I now learned how to take time to go back and just see them for a few days. And I'm also improving in like taking some of them with me. So my brother is with me now. Yeah, it's super cool. Like it's the first time that he comes with me on tour and like he travels with me and he gets to know a little bit more, what I'm doing and experience the same thing. And he brings some of his energy into this.
No me quedo nada, si pudiera yo volver para atrás. Es que el tiempo se me va y nada.
Usually after the show, the first thing I do, I usually go and hug everyone because I have a lot of adrenaline, so I'm like full of adrenaline and I go hug everyone if the show was good. If the show didn't feel right for me, I just go and think about what did I do wrong, and then now I usually forgive myself for the mistakes and things, because you gotta be, nice to yourself. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so sometimes I don't enjoy things because I'm like, oh, I did that wrong. But I'm learning how to take like the positive thing, And actually I have a thing that happened after ACL, Austin City Limits. It was my very first big concert as just Yendry. And when I finished the concert, I started to like collect the cables. And the DJ was like, what are you doing? You need to get off stage. And I'm like, oh, I just wanted to be useful. And he's like, you need to get off stage. Like, we can't be having you like collecting stuff and bringing stuff.
So much energy after a show.
I have so much energy, and I used to like go around Italy as well to have concerts by myself. So I used to bring the speakers and everything, and I used to like link all the cables and stuff. So I was used to that. So now it's like kind of nice. Usually when I can see when people really enjoy the music, and that, which happened today, by the way. So today I'm super tired, right? Because we come from like other two countries, and I was like, okay, Yendry, you gotta give a little bit more of energy today because you're tired. And I just received it from the crowd. Usually when they sing your songs and when you feel it, when they like feel the music and feel you as an artist, and they're there for the music and not just because they didn't know what to do. So usually I take that energy and I kind of transform it into my performance, which is something magical. I think we all have like little superpowers, and my little superpower is this. Es de ella, Wani Kiki, 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 Kiki. Es de ella, Wani Kiki, 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 Kiki. Es de ella, Wani Kiki, 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 Kiki. Es de ella, Kiki, Kiki, Kiki.